Hello, and welcome to America Saves 20th Anniversary Virtual Celebration. I'm Amelia O'Rourke Owens, co-director of America Saves.
And I'm Kia McAllister Young, also co-director of America Saves.
For 20 years, America Saves has played a pivotal role in encouraging and motivating Americans to save successfully, with a focus on people with low to moderate income. Our reputation as a trusted resource and a leader in the savings movement was built through several groundbreaking moments. We convinced financial institutions to offer no-fee, low opening balance savings accounts to make saving more accessible for people with modest incomes. We organized local campaigns to foster a culture of savings in neighborhoods, and we convinced thousands of organizations to participate in America Saves Week.
Throughout our history, America Saves has provided groups across the country with resources and strategies to encourage millions of people to deposit and save billions of dollars. From the beginning, we realized that in order to convince a nation to save, and save successfully, it would require the participation of a broad array of partners, from government agencies to financial institutions to nonprofits. Together, we created a movement, a social phenomenon that put the spotlight on savings. This in spite of the never-ending barrage of advertising we encounter daily. So today, we're taking a moment to celebrate this proud 20-year history with you.
And we are doing so virtually due to the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic, which has not only impacted our celebrations, but also our savings. We're particularly sensitive to those who have experienced a reduction of income, to those who have been spending down their hard-earned savings, and those who have had to take on debt to buy food and house their families. We are anxious to tackle these new challenges with you.
Today, we're excited to have many of our partners, funders, and peers join us to look back on our last 20 years of impact. And we'll be sharing some exciting news to kick off our next 20 years of building financial stability for all.
So please join us in a short walk down memory lane as we explore the many programs and initiatives of America Saves over the years.
To start us off, George Barani, Nancy Register, and Steve Brobat tell us the story of why America Saves was created in Cleveland back in 2001.
I'm Steve Brobeck, and for several decades, I led the Consumer Federation of America. During the 1990s, most of the work I did was on personal debt issues, and I realized as we approached the new century that there might be an opportunity to address debt issues by encouraging people to save more effectively. So we learned that most low-income households do not save adequately, and particularly don't even have an emergency savings fund. And secondly, we also discovered, somewhat to our surprise, that these households, most of them, do have the capacity to save something if they're given up adequate opportunity and encouragement. And so that really led to the idea for a low and moderate income savings program.
I became involved with America Saves when Steve Brobeck, who was then the executive director at CFA, asked me to be his partner in creating this new initiative that helped low to moderate income households to save money, reduce debt, and build wealth. And that we were going to start by creating a local campaign in Cleveland called Cleveland Saves. So we went to Cleveland to meet with George Barani and Jay Seaton, who were going to help us do this development in Cleveland. And we worked with them to create Cleveland Saves, which became the prototype for, well, up to 70 campaigns around the country ultimately.
21 years ago, I was approached by Steve and Nancy to help create a novel, new kind of initiative to encourage people to save more effectively. And Steve identified Cleveland as an opportune place to test this out.
When we organized Cleveland Saves, we reached out to the banks right at the outset, and we were very pleased that several of them responded very favorably and agreed to make available affordable savings accounts that weren't laden with fees. And in fact, that was a criterion for financial institution participation in Cleveland Saves. And by the time we launched the program, every major bank and credit union had agreed to provide an affordable savings account.
Candidly, we didn't really know what we were doing, right? So we did a lot of research, we talked to experts, and we cobbled together what we thought was the best way to do this to change people's behavior. But we found over time that we needed to adapt, create new, develop some programming.
San Jose actually asked us to bring America Saves to the city and involve their workforce initiative. And so we were talking about how to encourage people to save and what the motivations were. And George and I were sort of standing there in front of everybody, and she was with us. And she turned around to the whole group and she said, "Just remember, a man is not a financial plan." And George and I started laughing so hard that we looked at each other and we laughed so hard, neither one of us could talk. And the whole group just exploded. It was hilarious.
It's interesting that, in the beginning, our ambition was to change the culture of Americans from spending it all to saving some and establishing emergency resources. And while we haven't reached perhaps, 300 million people, we have reached many, many millions of people and persuaded them to save billions of dollars. I mean, we have financial institutions who report to us their activity during America Saves Week, and they're giving us hard data on an annual basis as to how many people are opening up and depositing into new and existing accounts, and how much, and how many people are establishing automatic saving, which is something that we're laser-like focused on encouraging people to establish. So the promise from our start perhaps hasn't been fully realized, but I think we've made tremendous progress in influencing millions of Americans.
Such fun storytelling from those three.
I wonder how many of our viewers have heard that origin story.
I know, and I bet we all wish we could have been there, because they were obviously having fun while launching this initiative to address a critical unmet need.
And that launch would not have been possible without the funding support of Bank of America, which continues to this day. And now, to tell us why they decided to join us in this fight, here's Erin McCullen, Head of Deposit Products from Bank of America.
So Bank of America absolutely supports America Saves, as we both have a shared goal: to encourage people to save money and build wealth over time. What we both know is that the act of savings is foundational to financial health. And when a consumer begins to save, that behavior translates to spending control and building a budget, and overall really things that matter to them. What this means is savings is much like starting an exercise routine. Most people know that they should do it and do more than they currently are, but they just don't know where to begin. Here at Bank of America, we emphasize the importance of starting early and starting small, with manageable incremental deposits. This approach aligns directly with the philosophy of America Saves, and that's why we believe supporting this campaign is so important. So America Saves really works to provide consumers with education, tools, and behaviors to achieve their financial stability. And we here at Bank of America, we do the same. In fact, our data here has found that many people don't really save with intention, and we want to help change that. And we know that America Saves wants to do that as well. Together, we encourage savings with a plan, and we want to help guide people to not just save, but to do it and make it easy for them as well. So we surveyed consumers at the end of last year and found 43% of Americans were unable to save as much as they expected in 2020. That same survey found that 36% said building an emergency fund was extremely difficult. So here's where we can help. We can help consumers develop a savings strategy that is both resilient and flexible. We know if you set a rigid budget and never change it, it may not remain relevant over time. Overall, staying on top of your money priorities and adjusting your budget may feel overwhelming, but with the right guidance here at Bank of America and with America Saves, it doesn't have to be.
From the beginning of America Saves, we've always known what our savers are saving for because our pledge to save is built on a foundation of behavioral economics. We take a very analytical approach to measuring our progress.
The all-time top 5 savings goals of all of our savers are to build an emergency fund, to save for school, to pay for retirement, to pay for housing, and general savings.
America Saves is a collaborative organization. We work closely with neighborhood groups and leaders to support our savers.
From the beginning, our local campaigns have carried out our mission of supporting individuals and families as they embrace saving and improve their financial well-being. These local campaigns, coordinated by local nonprofits, educational institutions, and financial institutions, have been invaluable. As of today, our local campaigns have signed up over 2,000 new savers to take our pledge. Over just the next 15 months, these savers have committed to saving over $4 million. This success would not have been possible without our coordinators, highly creative and dedicated leaders who are constantly looking for new opportunities for growth and impact in their respective campaigns. They also embrace opportunities to learn from each other and share how they can better support their own savers. We are proud of the work of our local campaigns and look forward to supporting them now and into the future.
Year after year, our campaigns bring America Saves messaging and resources into local organizations, positively impacting their communities.
To share more about how our grassroots network of local campaigns has grown to meet the needs of savers nationwide, let's hear from Mary Salinas Duran, Senior Community Affairs Specialist, FDIC, who leads Los Angeles Saves.
The Los Angeles Alliance for Economic Inclusion, which is an FDIC initiative, was looking for an initiative to promote asset building in lower income communities. And through our research, we discovered America Saves. So in 2014, we began the planning of how we could launch this campaign in the city of Los Angeles. And our first effort was in America Saves Week in February of 2015. And we've maintained the campaign since then, including during the pandemic. Based on a terrific relationship we developed the first year with the Los Angeles Public Library. We would do events at the library promoting LA Saves throughout a number of the libraries in lower income communities. When the pandemic came, we turned these efforts into virtual workshops in which we utilized the FDIC Money Smart financial education curriculum. And each of the workshops, if not totally focused in savings, discussed pledging to save for emergencies or for debt relief, or just for some wonderful things such as a vacation. But taking the pledge to save was a key component in our asset building strategies. We've been extremely successful in our campaign. We've almost had 4,500 people pledge, and they're pledging over $600,000 a month, with 40% of them saving for emergencies, which is one of the primary goals that we have in terms of building assets. That lower income people, if they can accumulate even a small amount of savings, really helps them against any impacts that may occur. Through the AEI, we've had a tremendous success in really bringing a collaboration of over 100 organizations, and many of them participate in the LA Saves campaign. We not only have the relationship with the LA Public Library, but also with the Mexican Consulate, with over 40-some nonprofits. About half of them at least are promoting LA Saves. And of course, the banks are a great participation in these events of promoting savings by helping us to conduct workshops.
Our local campaigns are not only the face of our movement, but they also make sure that the resources we generate are relevant to the people we serve.
A great example of this can be seen here. the top 3 all-time savings goals collected through our local campaigns diverge a little from those overall totals we shared earlier. The top 3 savings goals of our local campaign savers are, first, an emergency fund, second, education, and third, debt repayment. This shows how the special relationship between our local campaigns and our savers can impact both priorities and behavior. America Saves enjoys the support of thousands of veterans, military personnel, and their families. Kia, as an Air Force veteran, I know that this is a campaign that's especially close to your heart.
It really is, Amelia. And it's not just me. The director of Military Saves, Angela Caban, is a proud military spouse herself.
In 2005, Military Saves was established to support the financial health of the military community. The financial well-being of service members and their families is an essential component of mission readiness. And just like America Saves, Military Saves is grounded in behavioral economics, and it's also informed by the military family life cycle.
Our work is possible due to the generous support of many, including our founding funder, Wells Fargo, who remains engaged with the campaign today.
Since Wells Fargo's generous initial support, the campaign has been encouraging the military community to save money, reduce debt, and build wealth. As a research-based campaign, Military Saves also relies on social marketing to change savings behaviors, no matter what stage of the military life cycle a service member and their family are in.
Tell the story about the Pentagon coming to us and asking us to create Military Saves.
We worked with the Pentagon to start military saves, which in the model of America Saves, which would have campaigns at different military installations around the country. And so we had to pass through all of these sort of filters before we could implement and start to create these campaigns at the local level. And of course, down in Florida was one of the things that I use all the time when I'm talking to people about making presentations, and because I had to do a command briefing, which happens at all of these big military bases, and this was what at Eglin Air Force Base. And so it was the chaplain's office that was creating military saves there for us, or for Eglin Air Force Base saves. And so I asked the chaplain, I said, do you have any advice for me about what to do with this command briefing, because it was the command of the whole base, starting with the general or the colonel who was in charge. And the chaplain said, Nancy, do you know what the 5 B's of a good sermon are? And I said, no, I'm sorry, I don't. He said, well, they're be brief, brother, be brief. And that's what I think you ought to do with this command briefing. So that was the start of that.
Every April, we host Military Saves Month to encourage the entire military community to take the Military Saves Pledge.
And since we mentioned Military Saves Month, let's turn our attention to America Saves Week. Started in 2007, America Saves Week provides a platform for a nationwide conversation about saving. During the week, organizations across the country reach out to people on matters related to their financial well-being. Individuals are encouraged to reflect on their finances, assess how they are doing in meeting their goals, and then commit to taking new steps to build a healthier financial life for themselves and their families.
DCUC has always been a strong supporter of America Saves, and over the last 2 decades, our member credit unions have continuously led the charge during America Saves Week and throughout the year by offering free financial counseling and advice to members and non-members alike, conducting financial education seminars with people of all ages, and actively supporting both the America and Military Saves campaigns.
America Saves provides participating organizations with a robust digital toolkit to help them plan events and host activities for the week.
The overriding goal of the week is to inspire Americans to take action, make a plan to save, open a savings account, contribute to a retirement account, pay off a bill, or any other similar step. It's all about moving the needle on savings and building wealth. We are now joined by Michelle Hammonds from the District of Columbia's Department of Insurance, Securities, and Banking. Michelle, tell us how America Saves Week is furthering your department's mission and how you participate in America Saves Week.
During America Saves Week, my team creates events, content, as well as engagement activities for district residents to promote savings. We are very specific with the different themes for each day and make sure that we highlight how these particular themes really engage and interact with district residents' opportunity to save. We partner with the America Saves for Young Workers program during our summer youth employment program every summer. We have had the opportunity to teach young people about the benefits of savings. From these efforts, we have had young people tell us how they will be able to save for college, be able to buy cars, and to achieve the goals that they have in their lives, which has been a very proud moment for us and the work that we're doing to encourage savings here in the District of Columbia.
Michelle represents just one institution that participates in America Saves Week. Over the years, we've had over 12,000 organizations participate in the week or Military Saves Month. I'm glad she was able to highlight some excellent work our partners are doing to encourage savings. And speaking of excellence,
our annual award, the America Saves designation of Savings Excellence, recognizes financial institutions that have extraordinary impact during America Saves Week.
Since its inception in 2015, the designation, also known as DOSE, has recognized financial institutions that are committed to supporting the fundamental habit of saving in order to help more Americans have a healthy financial future. Not only are these institutions actively promoting savings, but the companies themselves benefit. They build goodwill, strengthen customer relationships, and promote their customers' and members' financial stability.
DOSE winners are selected based on the results of the America Saves Week reporting survey, with particular emphasis on the number of customers who opened new savings accounts and the total amount of money deposited into those savings accounts.
Now, since 2015, we've had 168 DOSE winners, and they've reported that over 11.5 million people deposited more than $1.3 billion, and over 1.2 million of those deposits were made automatically. Now, jumping to 2015, America Saves piloted America Saves for Young Workers, an online program designed to teach kids how to save at their very first jobs.
After conducting market research, we found that young people knew it was important to save, but no one had shown them exactly how to save.
So important. Now, after piloting America Saves for Young Workers in Chicago, we launched a nationwide tool to promote youth financial capability. We are joined this afternoon by Tracy Frizzell, Executive Director of the Economic Awareness Council out of Chicago. Tracy, tell us why you were willing to be the pilot site for the Young Workers Program and the importance of the program since its implementation.
Hi, my name is Tracy Frizzell, and I'm the Executive Director of the Economic Awareness Council based in Chicago, Illinois. And we've been a partner of America Saves for over a decade and lead the Young Illinois Saves initiative. The Economic Awareness Council was willing to take on the role of being a pilot site for the America Saves Young Workers initiative because we have been working already with teens and young adults in the Chicago public school system for some time and had found that a big hurdle, a challenge that we had to overcome, was youth not having access to any money, any resources to deposit in the bank. So the time in which a youth got their first job seemed to be a natural fit for us in terms of a place to introduce financial capability, to have youth set a savings goal, and to encourage youth to take the money they were earning and to save and deposit it in a bank. The America Saves for Young Workers program has been an essential program and resource for both youth employers and for the youth they serve, and even the financial institutions in our community for a number of years. The program is a win-win because employers need an efficient way to pay their youth employees that is convenient, inexpensive, secure, and also quick, and that's direct deposit. Youth also want to receive their funds in a way that is convenient, and they'll get their money as quickly as possible. And it's going to be safe for them to keep their money there and also allow them to begin saving. For financial institutions, this has been a great way for banks and credit unions to reach their next generation of customers and really do community outreach and to help those youth to begin saving and to set up a habit of using direct deposit and automatic savings enrollment and savings deductions, which they can then take to their next job and use for the rest of their life.
Tracy is such a great partner. In addition to the online program and direct-to-youth automated email and text messaging, we identify financial institutions that can provide high-quality checking and savings accounts to young workers who didn't already have an account.
While this program is offered through employers, we never lose sight of the fact that it's individuals who benefit. And now, some of our young workers tell us about their experiences.
I learned how to save when I first opened my first bank account, and I was able to allocate some of my money into my savings account. And essentially, saving for money is really important, especially if you're somebody that has the goal of attending college. Personally, having savings helped me attend college and pay off all my college expenses and be able to graduate without having any loans or any debt. So make sure that you save.
20 years, America Saves. I was taught how to save by my banker at Bank of America. So she basically told me how to keep my account afloat. And the importance of savings that really help you achieve major goals gradually instead of having to pay for it in a lump sum, which many people can't do. And as a result, I was able to save up for a car in my uptown Chicago apartment.
You should always want to have more money or have money for a rainy day.
Saving is really important because you never know what kind of unexpected expenses you're going to have. So it's always important to have the money to take care of things.
I started saving when I was young. My dad took my birthday money and deposited it into my savings account for my birthdays. And I often put money aside that I would get from doing any job around the house or around the neighborhood. I thought it was important to save because I always wanted to make a purchase and I always thought about the next day. So I didn't want to spend all of my money at one time. So that's why I also think was important to save, because if I didn't save, I wouldn't be able to buy my first car.
I realized I needed to save when I had to purchase a laptop for my college freshman year. And the importance of saving is to allow you to have emergency savings in case something happens. And before freshman year started, I actually was able to purchase my laptop.
Over 60 employers representing nonprofit, municipal, and county youth employment programs have signed up to support their young workers to save.
Through the Young Workers Program, over 150,000 young people all over the country have opened their first bank or credit union account and have opted to use direct deposit, splitting their pay to make their savings automatic. These youth employees have planned to save over $150 million, with their top savings goals being education, clothing and shoes, and an emergency fund. I always love to see what the kids are saving for.
And good for them for building up an emergency fund so early. Now, in addition to supporting young workers, America Saves recently launched a workplace savings initiative to support adult employees to save. That initiative is Split to Save, and it recognizes that employees often turn to their employers as a trusted resource for information in the many facets of their lives, including their finances.
Split to Save encourages automatic savings through split deposit and supports adult employees with resources tailored to their specific savings goals. It also offers behavioral nudges to keep them on track, and the online program is free for employers.
Split to Save helps employees save for unexpected expenses, making a down payment on a home, or building up a vacation fund. By doing this, it helps employers build a happier, more productive, less financially stressed workforce. West Banco in West Virginia is an implementing partner of Split to Save. We're joined now by a panel from West Banco. Todd, Tony, and Lisa will tell us why they launched Split to Save and what impact it has had within their bank.
Hello, my name is Todd Clausen. I'm President and Chief Executive Officer of WesBanco, and I'm really glad to be able to join you here today to talk about the America Saves program, our 15-year involvement with the program, the last 4 in particular being involvement in the Split to Save program. We've found that having a holistic view of your employees has always been important, but in the last couple of years, particularly with the pandemic, having a chance to see how people's personal lives, business lives, all are interconnected, and worrying about the health and safety of employees and customers. It's not just the physical health and safety or the mental health and safety, which we've all seen over the last couple of years, but it's the financial health and safety as well too, and how that has implications to the other aspects of your life. We found, and I've said this before, that on average person would spend 30 hours a month worrying or thinking or contemplating about financial services, about the balance in their account, how are they going to pay bills, how are they going to save for the future. So as a responsible employer who cares about its employees, we want to make sure we're taking that holistic view of our employees and making sure that we're doing whatever we can to help them in all aspects of their life. The Split to Save program allows them to take $5, $10, $15, $20 a paycheck and put it aside in a specific savings account. We've found that while they do this for a variety of reasons, a lot of cases it's to have an emergency set of funds set aside. It might be vacation planning, it could be retirement planning, but it's something that allows them to be consistent with how they approach it. They don't miss the money because they never see it in their paycheck. It just goes right into the account. And I think people have really learned, particularly over the last year, 2 years with the pandemic, how important it is to have safety and security in all aspects of your life. So we really believed in this program to a great degree before the pandemic, but now more so than ever, really looking at your employees in a holistic point of view and making sure that you're meeting all their needs is really the most critical aspect of it.
I have worked with America Saves, actually wearing another hat, for actually 16 years, if you include the development phase, in working with my West Virginia Saves initiative. And ultimately, I work very closely, of course, with Split to Save WesBanco and also our special WesBanco Saves program. I am very pleased that we have 551 employees here at WesBanco who have signed up thus far as part of Split to Save. And we are not finished yet. We continually promote it, but we have a special push during our WesBanco Saves celebration each year, which of course is part of the America Saves Week celebration. So we have a higher goal and we continue to work on it. One reason this makes me so happy is that I am very passionate about financial education. I personally use the program. And as an employee who uses it, the fact that WesBanco does offer such a program as Split to Save makes me feel very valued, not only, just as an employee, but as a person. It tells me that WesBanco has, gone the extra step. They care about our financial wellness and stability, and they promote and participate in these programs to provide us with the tips, tools, and resources that we need to achieve our personal goals for ourselves and for our families.
Good afternoon. I'm Tony Petranton, Senior Executive Vice President of Human Resources for WesBanco Bank. I'm excited about the opportunity today to speak to you all about America Saves and specifically the Split to Save program that WesBanco is involved with. Financial wellness goes hand in hand with physical as well as emotional wellness of our employees. And we're excited about the opportunity to bring that to our employees. Studies have shown that financial wellness does have an impact on employee engagement, satisfaction, and overall employee productivity. And we're able to offer this program to our employees at WesBanco, and it's been very simple to implement. America Saves provides us with a toolkit, a packet of materials that we're able to implement with all of our employees. We actually begin implementing the program with our employees at new employee orientation. So the first day they join WesBanco, we talk to them about the Split to Save program. We also, throughout the year, We'll send out email blasts to employees so we can keep it in the forefront of their thoughts. And although maybe they did not initially enroll in the program, they may want to start because they can really start at any time. We ultimately feel that our employees do appreciate that we are involved in this program, and we take the time to provide them resources to develop their own financial health. And any employee who is involved in the program, we know that when financial emergencies come up, that they're going to have that resource, that financial ability to use the money that they've been able to save. And ultimately, we know if our employees have better financial health, they're going to have better overall well-being, and that's important to WesBanco.
Once again, we see subtle differences in savings goals depending on the audience. Through Split to Save, employee savers' all-time savings goals are an emergency fund, a vacation or special event, and their retirement or another long-term investment.
Now, we would like to pivot from the history of America Saves to our present-day efforts in impact. And to do that, we've invited Sarah Willis-Erter from JP Morgan Chase to join us. They've generously supported our efforts since 2006.
There are so many reasons why Chase is involved in America Saves and really in line with the mission and vision of the organization. America Saves ties in with our philanthropic goals, with our business goals, as well as our policy goals. Last year, when we announced a $30 billion commitment to racial equity, you'll notice a key part of that policy agenda talked about preferable tax treatment for low-income savers. Thinking about mechanisms through the retirement plans or through workplace financial health that would really make it easy for people to save. We support America Saves because it is so core to Chase's mission to promote financial health, financial stability for lower income communities. We've supported America Saves for 15 of its 20 years, and we've had quite the journey. We've supported pledges for young workers, veterans, even our own employees through the really revolutionary Split to Save program. And we'll continue to do so because it's producing the outcomes we care about. It's enabling people to build their savings muscle, long-term habit, setting them up for long-term financial health success.
Thank you, Sarah, and your many colleagues at JP Morgan Chase who have joined us in creating financial stability in communities across America. To ensure that our partners like Sarah and the many other people we have heard from today can continue to address the needs of our savers, we conducted a saver survey this fall. This survey helps us to understand exactly who we're serving and how best we can help them to reduce debt and build wealth. Overall, we found the vast majority of our savers, 81%, are women, and over 50% of our savers are between 35 and 54 years old. Our saver pool represents all races and ethnicities, with groups of color being slightly overrepresented. Black Americans make up a plurality, over 40% of our savers.
Now, though they report earnings, our savers are only moderately confident in their financial circumstances overall. 77% are employed, half of whom are hourly workers and half of whom are salaried earners. Among hourly workers, almost 50% make between $16 and $25 per hour, with the majority making between $16 and $20 per hour. The most common annual salary of our savers is between $50,000 and $75,000 a year, approximately in line with the national median income.
And our saver survey revealed that our work is still very much needed. Across the board, savers have mixed confidence in their current financial situation. A third report feeling bad or somewhat bad about their situation. 43% report feeling positive or somewhat positive, and 24% are neutral. And interestingly, these feelings actually track our savers' credit scores. 33% report a score below 670, 23% report scores between 670 and 739, and 44% report a score of 740 or above.
So much great information that we got from that saver survey. Now, you know that America Saves is committed to a no saver shaming approach. And what that means is that we support our savers' victories and we never judge their spending choices. Now, since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, our savers reflect the K-shaped recovery happening across society. 35% of savers report dipping into emergency savings, and 25% report taking on more credit card debt. Meanwhile, over half of our savers report being able to maintain or even increase the amount that they've been able to save since the pandemic started.
This wild variation in financial experiences makes it difficult to make blanket statements about our savers. But fortunately, for those who want to save, we can still focus on the easiest and most effective way to do so, and that is automatically. When savers are financially able to save, 70% utilize automated savings methods.
Really exciting information, and not surprisingly, our savers value the support that we provide. 72% of savers find America Saves helpful, and 68% say that the program reminds them to build wealth over time.
One of our most popular programs is our Think Like a Saver town halls. Launched in the fall of 2020, these virtual events break down big savings concepts for our savers and provide them with easy-to-implement strategies.
These events, which feature trusted subject matter experts and provide access to savings tools, have been viewed over 70,000 times by our savers.
In addition to supporting our savers, we also work hard to support our other key audience, you, our partners. For the past 2 years, we've hosted the America Saves Summit in December. The summit convenes the country's most influential personal finance experts and policy leaders in order to share knowledge on the current state of our savings. Our summit is a forum for interesting and lively discussions on trends and concepts around building financial stability, financial wellness, and financial confidence in individuals and families.
Now, at each summit, we challenge our partners to take action in the upcoming year to make a measurable impact in their communities, encouraging people to save, reduce debt, and build wealth.
Be on the lookout for the 2022 America Saves Summit details to be released in the summer. This year, with the generous support of MetLife Foundation, we launched the inaugural America Saves National Youth Advisory Council. 24 young people, ages 14 to 24, from all over the country were selected from more than 400 applicants to advise us on the current financial needs of teens and young adults, and to act as savings advocates in their own communities.
Council members have been making infographics, Insta stories, tweets, and TikToks about key financial concepts, including how to save, how to open an account, the importance of credit, and information on FAFSA and student loans.
They're keeping us honest on all of our social media.
Definitely.
In September, the council co-hosted our virtual town hall, Paying for Education. And now they're planning a new campaign to promote direct deposit and automatic savings among their peers.
Today, America Saves is more committed than ever to providing content that helps savers navigate a wide array of complex financial choices. We've introduced real-time resources to support our savers in these unprecedented times. These include our stimulus payment infographic and child tax credit decision tree. These real-time tools have been accessed and downloaded thousands of times. George Barani, the founder of America Saves and our leader for all these years, will be retiring at the end of this year. So we would like to take a moment to thank George and to offer our best wishes.
I would like to wish George Barani a very happy retirement. It's been great working with you all these years, and I hope the very best for you.
I wanted to congratulate you on your career and tenure with America Saves, as well as wish you the very best of luck in this next chapter.
On behalf of the members, directors, and staff of the Association of Military Banks of America, it's my honor to join all your friends and colleagues in wishing you well as you depart the Consumer Federation of America and your leadership of the America Saves campaign, because you've truly been a leader and a force for good in the lives of the thousands of Americans you and the America Saves and Military Saves programs have touched.
I want to first say to you, George, thank you, congratulations. I am still in disbelief that you're retiring, but you so deserve it. And as you continue on your next chapter in your life, I want to remind you that your work has and will continue to impact many, many lives around this great nation. Thank you, George, and again, congratulations.
Congratulations and best wishes, George, on your retirement. Enjoy this special time of your life, and I'm sure that your influence here at America Saves will be felt for years to come.
Hi, George. Congratulations on your retirement. I want you to know that you're leaving such a lasting legacy because of all of your work over the years with America Saves. I'm so grateful to you for your support and your partnership of AFCPE over the years. But most of all, I want you to know what a wonderful mentor and colleague you've been. It's been such a joy getting to know you, and I hope you stay in touch.
Hi, George. I just wanted to wish you congratulations on the anniversary of America Saves and best of luck on your retirement.
I am so pleased to be joining others in wishing you a happy retirement, wishing you all the best in this next big leap.
George, first of all, a hearty congratulations on 20 years of service at America Saves. Your passion, drive, and commitment has helped the organization grow to over 7,000 partners with you in this quest to ensure that people have financial stability through the gateway of planning to save.
Congratulating you on an amazing career with America Saves. You should be quite honored with the accomplishments that you've been able to do in your short time leading this group. I really hope that you'll be able to enjoy retirement just as I am right now, with my toes in the sand on a wonderful beach somewhere. Congratulations and best of luck in the next chapter.
Congratulations on your retirement, George. We're so happy for you, but we're going to miss you a lot. It's been a pleasure working with you over the last couple of years. And I'm not sure what we're going to do without you, but I guess we'll persevere. Enjoy every minute of your retirement, and please stay in touch.
Happy retirement to you, George. This is such an exciting time in your life as you're entering a new chapter, one that is hopefully full with a lot of family time, delicious food, and some kayaking. Congratulations on your retirement and enjoy those 7-day weekends.
Congratulations on retirement, George. It's been so great getting to know you over the past few years, and I'm happy that I got the chance to work with you at America Saves before you leave. I know that you're so ready and so excited for what's next, and I hope that I get to run into you at a Dead & Company show. Take care.
George, congratulations on 20 years of America Saves. You have built a better world for those who need it most. Congrats again and enjoy your retirement.
I know retirement is a very exciting phase to enter into, and I hope that you enjoy it, that you go on many adventures, and I wish you the very best and hope that I will see you again and that our paths will cross again.
Thank you for being such a great colleague, George. I wish you all the very best, and may you enjoy the blessings of a joyful heart and a contented spirit. Here's to you, George.
George, we are so disappointed we could not be together for this celebration so that all of these folks could wish you well over, I'm sure, what would be your unequivocal protest.
In honor of your lifetime commitment to fighting inequality, Congresswoman Wexton is having a flag flown at half-mast today at the Capitol, graciously arranged by our event sponsor, Bill Sullivan with NACHA.
George, from all of us at America Saves, thank you for being a great mentor, a friend, and a great boss. We'll miss you. We are so excited for you to enjoy retirement. You've earned it.
While it's at the end of an era, we're looking to what our next 20 years of impact will be. To reduce debt and build wealth for all, we have 3 exciting initiatives we'll be launching in 2022 and sharing with you today.
That's right, Kia. The first initiative is our $500 Emergency Savings Jumpstart. America Saves' vision is for all Americans to have a $500 cushion against unexpected financial shocks. To jumpstart this goal, America Saves is giving out $500 in unrestricted funds to thousands of low-wage earners through our exciting partnership with Even, a leading financial benefits platform. We are excited to work in collaboration with researchers Dr. Matthew Noto-Adigdo from Chicago's Booth School of Business and Dr. Raymond Klunder from Harvard Business School. We will examine the impact of payment distribution on savings behaviors and savers' perceptions of financial stress over a period of time among low-income workers. We will offer a financial cushion to those working adults who most need it, while collecting groundbreaking insights to the effects of the frequency of payment distribution on savings, spending, and mental health.
I can't tell you how excited I am about this research project.
Kia, ready for our next big announcement?
Absolutely, Amelia. Now, based on the results from our recent Military Saves and America Saves surveys, we identified an opportunity to provide specialized resources, support, and tools to niche communities, including women, Black Americans, union workers, the Latino community, military spouses, and veterans. You can expect more direct content, conversations, and support for those communities that you actually serve. And America Saves is doubling down on our commitment to addressing our unique experiences of our savers, because one size does not fit all.
And keeping with that spirit of inclusivity, we're launching the America Saves Pledge in Spanish. We have local campaigns across the country who work closely with Spanish-speaking audiences that will benefit from a tool that expands access more broadly in their communities. In addition to the pledge being in Spanish, the nudges and support that comes after will continue to support our Spanish-speaking savers as they work to reach their savings goals. A special thank you to our LA Saves campaign for providing substantial resource support for this exciting initiative.
That is an excellent point to reiterate. Our local campaigns are critical to this effort. As we've highlighted the importance of partnership throughout our event today, we're disappointed that we couldn't gather in person to celebrate these milestones. We will return to in-person celebrations one day, but until then, we're excited to share some videos we've received from partners, funders, and stakeholders for our 20th anniversary. Graciously joining us today to launch our 20th anniversary partner celebration is Todd Harper, Chairman of the National Credit Union Administration.
Hello everyone, and thank you for allowing me to join you as we mark 20 years of America Saves and its incredible work. America Saves has helped Americans increase their savings, build wealth, and pay down debt through financial education and counseling. These efforts have significantly contributed to improving the financial security of millions of families across the country. That legacy is something that everyone who has supported America Saves over the years can and should be proud of. Yet, the work of America Saves is more vital than ever, as the COVID-19 pandemic and its economic disruptions have shown more clearly the financial challenges faced by people of color and other underserved communities. For that reason, it is essential that we support minority depository institutions, enforce fair lending laws, advance initiatives to close the wealth gap, and promote financial literacy and education, and expand access to safe, fair, and affordable financial products and services. Such an enormous undertaking will require continued collaboration across federal, state, and local levels, and between nonprofits, government agencies, financial institutions, parents, educators, community organizers, and consumer advocates. For more than 20 years, America Saves has shown what these types of partnerships can achieve. If we are to address centuries of discrimination and close the wealth gap, we must continue these efforts. Again, the NCUA is proud of our work with America Saves and its partners to promote financial education and literacy and consumer financial protection within the credit union system and more broadly. And we look forward to continuing to partner with America Saves in the many years ahead. Congratulations on your 20th anniversary. I wish you all continued success. Thank you.
Congratulations, America Saves, on 20 very productive and exciting years.
Happy 20th anniversary, America Saves.
Congratulations on 20 years, America Saves.
Congratulations, America Saves, on 20 years. Happy 20th anniversary, America Saves.
Congratulations on 20 years, America Saves.
Congratulations to America Saves for 20th anniversary and hopefully many, many more years to come.
We've been a partner with America Saves since the very beginning. We applaud your continual effort that stresses the importance of saving and motivating all Americans to work toward a healthier financial future. So on behalf of NEFI and our staff, we offer our sincere congratulations on your commitment and your excellent work. Congratulations on your 20 years, America Saves.
Happy 20th anniversary, America Saves.
Congratulations, America Saves, on your 20-year anniversary.
Happy 20th anniversary, America Saves. Congratulations. Bank of America is excited to continue to support you and all of your efforts.
Anniversary, America Saves. From Wisconsin State.
It's such a pleasure to join America Saves in helping communities across the country gain exposure and access to programs, resources, and financial planning, both during America Saves Week and throughout the year. We're looking forward to more of this terrific work together to help households plan for and save for their financial futures. Happy 20 years, America Saves.
Congratulations on 20 years, America Saves.
Happy birthday, America Saves, on 20 years of a wonderful program that has benefited millions of people.
Thank you so much for joining us and for supporting our efforts over the past 20 years.
As we seek to empower all, particularly those who are financially vulnerable, we look forward to your continued partnership and engagement over our next 20 years.